Tourism Pathshala. It will transform your dream into reality.
Good afternoon, my dear student. Today we are going to learn the regulation in air travel. Under this section, we will learn freedom of air, number one. Number two, open sky policy and open sky policy in India. What are the objectives of the class? Our focus area of learning are number one, about regulation in air travel. What do you mean by regulation in air travel? What are the background of regulation in air travel? Number two, to understand the freedom of air. And freedom of air and what is the significance of Chicago Convention to introduce the freedom of air agreement. Number three, we will analyze the 9 freedom of air with example. 9 freedom of air under this section, a very important topic, International Air Service Transit Agreement. The first two freedom of air 1 and freedom of air 2 are based on International Air Service Transit Agreement. Number 2, International Air Transport Agreement. Freedom of air 3, 4, 5 are the based on International Air Transport Agreement. And number third, bilateral agreement, freedom of air 6, 7, 8, 9 are based on the bilateral agreement between the two or more countries. And finally, we'll learn the open skies policy and open skies policy in India. Now, we will understand the step by step of our important area. Now, we are going to learn the detailed analysis of regulation in air travel. The regulation in air travel based on the freedom of air and open sky policy. So, freedom of air, first of all, what do you mean by freedom of air? Freedom of air is a bilateral agreement in commercial aviation right. Bilateral agreement in commercial aviation right. It is the international flight of country to enter and land in foreign countries airspace. So this is the bilateral. Number one is a bilateral agreement. Number two, and can be multilateral agreement also, is a commercial aviation right. What is the right? Right to enter and land in the foreign countries airspace. And this is a great achievement of International Convention of Aviation on Chicago. In 1944, an international convention was held in Chicago to establish the framework for all future bilateral and multilateral agreement to use international airspace. So this is a very important milestone. In 1944 happened in Chicago, International Convention on Aviation Sector. And here they have taken the 5 freedom right are designed. They have taken the 5 freedom right or they have started to design the 5 right of freedom. On December 7, 1944, 54 nations signed the International Air Service Transit Agreement in the Convention on International Civil Aviation in Chicago. So, total 9 freedom of air, and it has been signed in 1944 December 7, and 54 nations has been signed. Total 9 freedom of air can be divided into 3 parts. First 2 freedom of right is based on International Air Service Transit Agreement. Second portion, the third, 4th and 5th freedom of right are based on the International Air Transport Agreement, and other 4 means 6, 7 and 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. Other 4 agreement is basically bilateral between the country. So now we are going to detailed analysis each and every freedom of right. So Regulation of air travel. First of all, regulation, every government has a jurisdiction over its airspace. Within its border can govern air commerce. Therefore, any aircraft while traveling over a particular place is subject to the central government's authority. As India, in the case of India, the Director General of Civil Aviation in India regulate the air transport service to form within in India. This is a very important. Each and every country control their jurisdiction over its airspace. So already I have told you the freedom of air is a bilateral and multilateral agreement. It has been started from 1944 December 7 in Chicago Convention. Total 9 freedom of air has been divided into two parts: transit agreement, transport agreement, and multilateral agreement. Multilateral agreement has been signed under 129 countries. This point is very important. Multilateral agreement signed by 129 countries in 2007. So we are going to start the import each and every freedom of air. The first freedom of air. The first freedom of air, also known as transit freedom or first freedom right. The freedom is to provide international air services to fly across a foreign country, from home country, foreign country, from a home country traveling to another country's airspace without landing into its territory. So the main point, as example, an airline Air India from country A, India, to fly the Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is situated in Israel. Through Israel is a Middle East country. Middle East. So through the country B, Saudi Arabia airspace, without landing the airline in the country B or Saudi Arabia. So you can understand the airline, Indian Airlines start from its journey. India থেকে airlines journey start করছে, and the ultimate destination or final destination of the Air India is the Tel Aviv or Israel. So India থেকে সে ইসরায়েলে যাচ্ছে, but without landing যাচ্ছে কোথা দিয়ে? Through Saudi Arabia. সৌদি আরবে এয়ারস্পেস ইউজ করছে, কিন্তু সৌদি আরবিয়াতে সে ল্যান্ড করছে না। This is the first freedom of air. The main conception, the first freedom of air is called the transit freedom or first freedom of right. To fly the international air services, to fly across a foreign country from home country to another country. Now, point number 2, the second freedom of air. It is also known the second freedom of right. The freedom is to provide international air service to stop in a foreign country for technical reason or non-traffic purpose, such as refueling, maintenance or emergency purpose only. এখানে কি বলছে? বলছে it is to provide international air service to stop foreign country, যে foreign countryতে নামতে পারে for a technical reason or non-traffic purpose. Non-traffic purpose or technical reason, refueling, maintenance or emergency purpose. As an example is very important. Through example you can remember, you can easily understand and remember the topic. As an example, Air India flight from Delhi, started from Delhi, is considered as a country A to San Francisco. Say San Francisco te jacche, right? The destination San Francisco. In emergency refueling, San Francisco is the USA. USA তে যাওয়ার সময় যে এরিয়াটা, যে ল্যান্ডটার উপর দিয়ে সে যাচ্ছে থ্রু জাপান, কান্ট্রি বি, সো কি হচ্ছে যে এমার্জেন্সি পারপাসে সে সেখানে নামতে পারে, ল্যান্ড করতে পারে। ফর এজ এক্সাম্পল রিফুয়েলিং পারপাস অ্যাট জাপানে এয়ার স্পেস সে ট্রাভেল করছে এবং জাপানে সে ল্যান্ড করলো। দ্য সেকেন্ড ফ্রিডম অফ এয়ার, দ্য সেকেন্ড ফ্রিডম রাইট। নাও উই আর গোয়িং টু আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড দ্য থার্ড ফ্রিডম অফ এয়ার, also known the third freedom right. এখানে কি বলছে? The freedom is to provide international air services to carry or deplane traffic. As example, passenger from the airline's home country to another country for commercial services. For commercial services, I repeat again, the freedom is to provide international air service to carry or deplane traffic. for the passenger from their airline's home country to another country. As an example, the British Airways of the UK, country A, is granted by the Indian government to put down its passenger in India, country B. So United Kingdom of British Airways is a United Kingdom Air Services is granted by Indian government to put down its passenger in India, country B. Similarly, Air India can deplane its passenger in the UK. The UK passenger India to land korte pare, but Indian passenger can also land in the UK also. Number fourth freedom of air, also known as fourth freedom right. The freedom is to provide international air services to pick up passenger from another country to the airline's own country for commercial services. এখানে কি বলছে যে অন্য কান্ট্রি থেকে প্যাসেঞ্জার কে পিক আপ করতে পারছে। As an example, British Airways of the UK as a country B was granted right to the pick up passenger from India, country A. Suppose India is the considered as the country A, India থেকে passenger pick up করতে পারে, can be possible the British Airways country B and by the Indian government. Similarly, Air India has the right to have passenger from the UK. Air India ও right রয়েছে যে তারা UK থেকে passenger pick up করতে পারে। So this is the fourth freedom of air. Next, the fifth freedom of air it also known as beyond right or fifth freedom right. এখানে কি বলছে the freedom to international air services to take passenger from his home country to the second country is to put down and pick passenger to the third country where passenger then deplane. Through example, you can understand this statement. For example, Air India flight operate on and off between Ahmedabad, England and London, country B. Country A, Air India flight operate করতে পারছে ইন্ডিয়াতে এবং লন্ডনে। India is a case of, as example, Ahmedabad and London in UK. And New York, country C. The three country, India, UK and New York. So passenger originating from Ahmedabad can go to London and New York. Actually, Indian passenger সে যেতে পারছে, they can possible to move through this freedom of right, they can possible to move, সে যেতে পারছে আহমেদাবাদে যেতে পারছে, সে যেতে পারছে লন্ডন যেতে পারছে, ইন্ডিয়ান প্যাসেঞ্জার সে লন্ডনেও যেতে পারছে, সে নিউ ইয়র্কেও যেতে পারছে। They can avail the both countries, London and New York. What is the sixth freedom of right? This sixth freedom of right is known as sixth freedom of right. The freedom is to provide international air services to carry passenger between two foreign countries via carrier's home country. International air service to carry passenger between two foreign countries via carrier's home country. With the hub, this freedom has become the common for most air transport network. As an example, British Airways of the UK is granted to carry passenger. British Airways of UK grant করছে the carry passenger between India, সে ইন্ডিয়া থেকেও passenger carry করতে পারছে। Country C, UK থেকে USA থেকেও সে passenger carry করতে পারছে via UK. Via UK means through United Kingdom. So A, B, C. British Airways, as I repeat again, British Airways of the UK is granted to carry passenger between India, USA and UK via UK. That's why they have told you the air services to carry passenger between two foreign countries. Here two foreign countries, the UK and India and USA, countries via the carrier's home country. In respect of UK, in respect of British Airways of the UK, the foreign country is India and USA, and they can operate their airlines via UK. Their home country is the UK. So this is the sixth freedom of air. What is the seventh freedom of air? The right is to provide scheduled international air service to carry traffic from one country to another country by establishing foreign hub outside the airline's home country. Through example, you can understand. So for example, Singapore Airlines of Singapore, country A, suppose operating between Mumbai, country B. Singapore Airlines Mumbai te operate korte parche. They can operate in Mumbai in India. They can operate also London, UK, and sector without serving Singapore in the home country of the airline. সিঙ্গাপুরে সে সার্ভিস প্রোভাইড সিঙ্গাপুর এয়ারলাইন সিঙ্গাপুরে সার্ভিস প্রোভাইড না করে উইদাউট প্রোভাইডিং দ্য সার্ভিস সিঙ্গাপুর দে ক্যান অপারেট বিটুইন different country India and UK. So this is the right of the 7th freedom of air. What is the next 8th freedom of air? It is also known as a consecutive cabotage. What do you mean by consecutive cabotage? Or 8th freedom of right? The freedom consecutive cabotage means the freedom is to carry passenger between two domestic points in foreign country on a flight that originate or terminate in the home country of the foreign airlines. I repeat again, the freedom is to carry passenger between two domestic points in a foreign country, two domestic points in a foreign country on a flight that originate or terminate in the home country of the foreign airline. As an example, Singapore Airlines of Singapore, while operating Singapore, Chennai, Mumbai, can pick up passenger and carry to Chennai, Mumbai. The foreign country, in the respect of Singapore, India is a foreign country, is a carry passenger between two domestic points. Foreign country in respect of Singapore Airlines, India is a foreign country. Singapore Airlines operate করছে ইন্ডিয়াতে যে চেন্নাই মুম্বাই পিক আপ প্যাসেঞ্জার এবং ক্যারি প্যাসেঞ্জার চেন্নাই টু মুম্বাই যে ডোমেস্টিক যে পয়েন্টগুলো কেউ সে কভার করছে সিঙ্গাপুর এয়ারলাইন্স সো দিস ইজ দ্য রাইট is called the consecutive cabotage right. It's under the section of 8 freedom of air. And 9 freedom of air is the 9 freedom of air. It means the right to operate flight between two domestic destinations in a foreign country. It means that airlines from country A can originate a flight in foreign country B to pick up passenger from one point to put down another point within the foreign country. As an example, a flight of Singapore Airlines of Singapore, country A, fly in the sector Delhi, Mumbai, country B, Kolkata, Chennai on Indian domestic sector. The Singapore Airlines can operate in India, the domestic destination from Delhi to Mumbai or Kolkata to Chennai and in Indian domestic sector. These are the 9 freedom of air. So I have from the beginning I have told a total 9 freedom of air based on has been divided into 2 parts. First 2 freedom of air is based on the transit agreement, and first 2 freedom of air the based on international air service transit agreement, and 3, 4, 5 is based on international air transport agreement. Rest of 4 means 6, 7, 8, 9 this freedom of air based on the bilateral between the country. So basically the bilateral agreement between the countries. So my dear student, you can easily understand the each and every freedom of right. It is a very important question for UGC NET and JRF as well as graduation and master degree student for the discuss the important freedom of right, and they also ask the which freedom of right has provide what kinds of facilities or what kinds of benefit. So you have to understand and remember this topic minutely. I try to help to remember through diagram. So it is very effective for your long term remember. Apart from freedom of right, another important policy you have to mind is the open skies policy. What do you mean by open sky policy? The easy of access to fly to other countries depend on the degree of sky openness. Open sky policy is the based on sky openness. A number of freedom of air granted to the foreign airline by a country. The country follows such policy to benefit from increased passenger flow, international tourist arrival, freight flow, domestic good export. It is a bilateral agreement. It's a basically open sky policy is a bilateral agreement that provide the right for airline to offer international passenger and cargo services. Okay. India adopted open sky policy in 1990, and in 1992 policy was extended permanently. This is a very important point. Government of India adopted open sky policy for air cargo in 1990. It was initially for 3 years, but later on in 1992 policy was extended permanently by the government. Second important point you have to keep in mind, in 2016, the National Civil Aviation Policy has allowed the Indian government to engage in bilateral open sky air services agreement on a reciprocal basis with the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, the SAARC nation, and countries beyond 5,000 kilometer radius from Delhi. For countries within 5,000 kilometer, the right of additional state above the existing state get auction. So 2016 is a very important milestone. The civil aviation policy, the national civil aviation policy has allowed the Indian government to engage bilateral open sky policy through the SAARC country. But another important point you have to keep in mind, as per the 2020 policy, there is a restriction for foreign non-scheduled chartered service flight to operate from 6 airports only. As per 2020 policy, only 6 foreign flight, non-scheduled charter service flight to operate from 6 airports only. These airports are Bengaluru, Chennai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Kolkata and Mumbai. So my dear student, today we learned the two important things: the regulation of air travel, number one, freedom of air, number 2, open skies policy. This topic is very important of our upcoming exam, UGC NEET and JRF, and bachelor and master degree student of tourism and travel management. So keep touch with this channel and share and subscribe. You want to get the detailed note and PDF note, you have to keep touch through my website or WhatsApp. Thank you.